from the Happy House Cultivation here again. I wanted to give you another lesson that I've left out in lesson 1, so we're going to probably call this lesson 1 side note video or something in that order. All right. So I had a question from a subscriber who called me and asked me about cloning. So the question that he asked me was, well, he said lesson 1 was informative far as knowing where the node and stuff is at. And I also cut me some clones. And now I'm wondering, why did I do it? So this video is going to explain why you cut clones. But before we even get into that, it's a few things that I missed in the video that I want to explain for lesson 1. So when you growing cannabis, first, I want to say, usually like inside growers, they grow in vegetation stage, which you should know what vegetation stage is by looking at lesson 2, for 1 month. And then they start the flowering stage, and that lasts at least 2 months or 2.5 months, depending on what kind of strand you got. So when you growing cannabis and you don't know if it's a male or female, you don't cut clones until you know what the sex of the plant is. I'm so sorry that I didn't explain that in the first lesson, but you just don't go and cut off clones unless you know for sure that the clone is a female. So when you're growing inside, you have to wait till you get into the flowering stage for probably like a week of 12 on, with your lights 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And then it'll start changing into letting you know if it's a male or female. Now, if you know that your plant is a female, then you cut off the clone as much as you want. I mean, you cut by the node to get you one of these as much as you want, because you already know the sex. But don't just start growing a plant and start cutting off and cutting clones off of it like these, because you could be cutting clones of males. You don't know what you have yet until you find out the sex. So if you want your marijuana to kind of be done within 3 months to 3.5 months, then you grow it in vegetation stage for a month, and then you switch it over to flowering stage within 2 months. Now, if you're buying the products that I've recommended on Amazon, then you know you have the button. So you know when a month is over because you're watching it, and then you change your light button into bloom or flower, whatever's on the light, and you do that for 2.5 months. But never ever cut a clone or cut by the node with a plant that you don't know is a female. You only want to cut female nodes. And if you don't know what your plant is yet, then don't cut it. Wait till it shows sex. So if you growing outside, by now your plants should either be showing sex, if you got, if they're tall enough and old enough, and then you cut off of all the females, which is females is hair, has the white hairs, and the male has the little balls on the plant. You'll see a whole bunch of little balls on the node. That's why make sure you, if you're new to subscribing to me, make sure you look at lesson 1, because that's the node is where you tell if you got male plants, because they'll have a whole bunch of little balls on it. And then if you don't let it grow a little older than that, then they'll turn into like green bananas. And then those green bananas burst, and then pollen come out, and that's how you know male and female plant. I'll probably make another video on that to really, really explain the difference between male and female. But I want to say it again. Never cut off your plants to make clones if you don't know what the sex is. You have to know what the sex of the plant is first. And the way you tell the sex, the way you change your plant into trying to show you if it's a male or female is, when you're growing inside, is turn your lights on 12 hours and then take them off 12 hours. And then you'll gradually start seeing whatever the plant wanted to be, male or female. So, okay. So, hopefully you got that part of this lesson. Now, let's just say this. I'm following Cy. You know, he's a new video guy, and, you know, and he's trying. So I done cut all these plants, and they're female. Why did I do it? Why did he have me cut off my plants? I'm finna show you right now why. So let's take the smallest clone of, the smallest plant size. Let's just say you cut whatever many is in here. Let's just say 5 or 6, I think, in here. Now I'm about to show you why it's a benefit. This is where you get your profit from. If you selling clones, you can sell these like this once they root out, or if you're trying to regrow it. Okay, this is the benefit. It's so easy to see. Get you some bottled waters, distilled waters once you cut your clones, and you want each clone in each bottle. So boom. I want this clone in this bottle. I want put more bottles out right quick. I want one more plant that I cut off the node in a bottle. Boom. I want to clean this up. I want only one clone that I cut from the node in one bottle. So, boom. See what I'm saying? You cut all these off of a female plant. Boom. How many more I got? Pull it out. Another plant. Pull it out. Another plant. Okay? So I'm going to move this and move this. Look how many plants I got. Look how many plants I got off that plant. Now each one of these plants, oh, I got one I need to do right fast so it don't die on me. Boom. So each one of these are plants, okay, that eventually gonna grow roots. Now the only plant that you cut this off of only one female plant that you know is a female by looking at my videos, knowing the difference in a female plant and a male plant. And also, yeah, so these are the, this is the benefit right here, my brothers and sisters. Look how many plants that I can make now. I'll, within 3 weeks, sitting in a cool area. Don't sit these outside in the heat, because that'll destroy them. You sit these in a cool area because it's just like germination again. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting in a dark area, in a cool area, not cold, but just a cool area, and just watch it. You know, make sure that the water don't go down past the stem, and you just watch it. You just watch it. And like I said, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plants that you done cut from a female plant. So man, that's over 500% profit. Even if you just selling these, cause like you can just leave it in here and wait till they root, put them in a little small container and sell these things. Cause they're female plants and you can make money off clones this way. So this is the benefit. Not only that you can sell them like this once they start rooting and stuff, you can grow these yourself out again. So it's crazy that a marijuana plant, just one branch can get you 9 plants. And if your marijuana plant like at least 5 foot, 5.5 foot, I guarantee you can cut 30 clones, 30 of these off of the whole branch. And that's just one marijuana plant growing up. Cut off of it, boom, 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 boom. All these will grow. If you leave it just like this in a cool area, in a dark area, you know. Now, people use tap water, but when you use tap water, you have to kind of like watch the pH on it. The pH is different than the pH that's automatically in this water, which that's lesson 3 when I talk about the nutrients and feeding system of cannabis. I haven't got there yet. I'll probably do it this weekend. But this it. This is the benefit right here. You cut so many plants off, you stick it all in here until you get you a pack of bottled water. Boom. Take it off. You know how I told you to cut it. You know, with just the top leaf at the top. And then cut these. And cut these halfway, half leaves. Pop this boy in here like this. Bam. You're good. All you're doing is waiting until 3 weeks and you're getting roots to a month. But then what'll be crazy is all of these will have roots, or most of these will have roots. Now some of them might die. It depends on how strong the stalk is itself and how alive the stalk is. But most of these is gonna grow. Like I'm gonna sit these on my fireplace and just chill. Let them chill. It's just in a regular room. Don't need no sun. Don't need no light. None of that. They just gonna grow like this. And then once you start seeing roots, don't get all excited. Give it another week. So you make sure the roots is strong enough to start eating the nutrients or start being able to go through the dirt and hold itself. And that's it. This is the benefit of it, my brothers and sisters. This is the benefit of it. So I have all of these that I have to do. Now I cut all of these off of one cannabis plant that I have outside. I have multiple. So so just picture the profit margin. Yeah, you might have to wait 3 weeks to a month to start letting it grow. But then if you start seeing roots, put it in a little small container, man, and you got a store. You got a clone store where you can just only sell clones to people who, you know, can't get seeds or want a certain type of strand. This is how you do it. All right, guys. This side from the Happy House Cultivation. Hope you guys got a little bit more information from me. All right, guys.